Let's talk about running with AK rifle. Guys, there is no magic here. Running with AK will be identical to like running with any other rifle. We have basically three major styles of running with the rifle. First of all, let me tell you, always keep the trigger finger away from the trigger. So you don't want to have that trigger finger inside the guard we're running, and this is basically because if you will trip, you may pull the trigger by mistake and cause a discharge, which shouldn't happen. You will run in the situations without probably safety disengaged. If you have a threat at front of you and you know you have to engage, you may find yourself running with safety down. But trigger finger always stays on the top. It shouldn't even be touching a trigger. Now we got this off the table. Now let's talk about the running styles. Running with so-called low ready position. Basically, rifle will be like this. As you can see, the barrel, the muzzle is pointing to the ground, and this is how it looks like, and you run. You will be a little bit slower with this type of the run. This is simply because that left hand cannot work right now. Left hand stays with the rifle, and rifle is, as I said, pointed towards the ground. Advantages of this position, why some guys like to run that way: if you will trip, if something happens, the muzzle goes down, you are not posing any threat to your friendlies if you have friendlies around you or ahead of you. Disadvantage, as I said, it's slower round. Also, it causes more time because now you have to draw that rifle all the way up to your shoulder and start providing the fire. If the situation will present themselves, you are in danger and you have to hit some bad guys. So this is so much about the running in low ready. Second position will be with running with the rifle when the rifle is parallel to the ground. I'm using, of course, my forearm, providing the support and mechanical leverage for the muzzle. Muzzle is facing towards, and it's at this position I'm immediately ready to start suppressing the targets. I'm moving my trigger finger if I see something there, and I can start shooting even when running, when shouldering the rifle. So advantage of this position is you can immediately start suppressing the targets. If you are a good shot, you got a lot of practice, you can start hitting them even when you got the rifle like this. But let's be realistic, for most of the time it will be only the suppressive fire, and this is a very comfortable position to run. Rifle stays like this, and the left hand could be used to give you that momentum for the running. Disadvantage is, of course, in this position, if you have friendlies, if something will happen, again, if you will manage to put that trigger finger on the trigger when running, you may cause some accidental discharges, and you want to avoid that. So if you have friendlies in front of you, this is not the method to use for the run. The third method is basically with a rifle in a vertical position, and this is where it comes handy. If you have a heavier weapon, or if you got a lot of accessories on the rifle, you can even use that hip to support the buttstock on it, and you can still use that left hand to give you the momentum. And the barrel of the rifle faces up, so the safety argument is if you will trip or something, and if your trigger finger again will find a way to touch the trigger, the accidental discharge hopefully will happen into the air. Now when you're running and the threat poses himself on your 12, all you gotta do is drop the weapon, shoulder it, and start engaging the targets. This is a very, very popular method. A lot of guys is using this method, and for sure it has a use. For me, most my favorite method for running will be that one. That's the number one for me. The second will be that one, number two, and the low ready will be number three. I really don't like this position, but again, it will all depend on the situation, on the environment you are working within, and the situation will probably dictate which method you want to use or which method you can use. Alright, that's it guys. If you have any questions about the running with AK, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to answer it to you. Thanks for watching.